relationship, and one of the things he said is that he only takes pictures with females when his girl is around. It's basically a whole narrative on social media saying he needs to watch out for his fiance after news was revealed she initially didn't like him because he wasn't his type. So
She wasn't his type.
yeah, she said that he wasn't his type. He wasn't her type. And
Red flag, foul on the play, foul on the play, foul on the play. Hey, Travis Hunter, you have been hunted. Travis Hunter, you have been hunted. Not saying that she's for the streets, but all I'm saying is that she only wants you because of the Darrow, the Monions. She wants you just because of that. When did you become her type? When you broke a record? Oh, so she's an opportunist. Now I'm not saying that a woman's not supposed to be with a successful man and they're not they don't have the right to do that, right? But what I'm saying is this, right? Travis, what I'm saying is this. Pay close attention. She from Puerto Rico. I know that you wasn't the first to Kim Kardashian, right? So think about it. Someone has her impression, someone have imprinted it on her, right? You think you just a placeholder? She using you for the money, for the bag. You about to marry her, XYZ. Not saying that it's nothing against a marriage, but is this a come up for you or is this a come up for her? I want to know because I'm gonna at you in this one, right? Do she listen? Do she do every and everything for you? I'm talking about anything that you want, or she do it based on your conditions. She said you wasn't her type, which means that you chasing her. She wasn't chasing you. I was told, look, like who like you. And repeat, like who like you. She only like you because of a certain thing, so she really don't like you. Right? Now, I don't know if you grew up with your mother. I don't know if you're a single child. I don't know if you grew up with the whole family dynamics, right? But from the looks of it, mm, what y'all think? Leave y'all thoughts down below. Travis Hunter, do you believe that he put a one in the chat if you believe that he is being hunted? Put a two in the chat if you believe that he's a prey and or a predator, a prey, and put a three in the chat if you believe that he's a predator. I'm just saying. It's like I seen it before. You ever watch the same movie twice? Don't the same thing happen in the end? Let me repeat. Have you ever watched a movie more than once? Don't you know what's gonna happen in the end? Now I'm not wishing that upon anybody, right? Not at all. Not at all. But you got to be a realist sometimes. The world is advising you. It's like, damn, Travis, the world is advising you and letting you know what you should and shouldn't do. Consider that a blessing. You got people that lived here longer than Earth. I mean, on Earth longer than you. Cam, I'm gonna react to where I'm reacting to this one right now. Cam and Mace, I'm sure they've been through a lot of women, right? So they'll let you know from P to P, from player to player. They let you know. Just saying. Leave y'all thoughts down below. Let's continue.
initially,
Yeah, you gotta clear that up.
yeah, messing up my words a little bit. But yeah, basically, after all that narrative and what's been discussed, what do you think of the advice that everybody's giving Travis right now?
I didn't see it, but the first thing I heard was, when did he become her type?
Haha.
If he wasn't a type, is he now your type?
After you got a
Because of
thousand
money?
yards.
Yeah, because you did the financial report. What, you know, we just not in the time of being silly, especially one of the most important decisions you can make other than
Listen to what Cam said. I mean, listen to what May said. We're not in the times of being silly. When did you become her type? After you got an award? So she only wants you for your riches. She don't like you for you. And the question would be, what is her type? Is it street guys? Is it guys that maybe lie to her to let her know, baby boo, you're the only one in my life. You're the only one that I like, and it's just me and you. And it seems to me she have you under the head like you can't take a picture with nobody but when she's not around, so she's controlling your career. She wasn't with you in the gym. and or on that field, you better tell her to sit down. Grab some popcorn or something. Sit down. Watch me.
What religion you gonna be a part of is the woman you're gonna marry. That's like the most important thing. That's more important than your banker, because the woman you pick gonna decide everything. So I like the way that Kayla is taking his time with that, but pause for real, because that's the most important thing you could do. Like, she's gonna determine if she get 50%, 60%. You know, just everything's gonna be decided on that. How your kids gonna look, what kind of temperament they're gonna have when you're not present, what they're gonna be like. You know, just your legacy. This is a lot. You know, I think when people think about that, they don't really think it over as much as they should. So if a woman told me I wasn't her type, but now I'm her type, I would never do that.
You never. So, for question for both of you, you guys have never like.
I second that motion. I won't ever do that. You said what? Come again? Oh, I'm not your, huh? I'm not your what? I ain't your type. Great, excellent. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for disclosing that information. You can talk to my lawyer. You can talk to whoever you want to talk to. Hell, talk to yourself in the mirror if you decide to, right? But you gotta love yourself more than she love you. Because if you waiting on that, that's never gonna come true. I tell people I like myself. Johnny Bravo. I like myself. You know, like it, love it. You know, ain't nothing above it. But let's continue.
Like, grew to like somebody even though you initially didn't?
Yeah, but the danger with that is
Listen.
is whatever you didn't like. See, this is how I work in like relationships, right? The same thing you love about a person is the same thing you're gonna eventually hate at some point. So you got to know that. Like, say a dude, you're like, he's assertive, but then when you don't like it, you say he's controlling. It's the same thing. So if somebody tell you from the jump you're not their type, that's gonna show up later at some point. It have to,
Facts.
because it's there. Unless you're gonna be fake to be with her.
And to me, that easy said. So was you just gonna live your life fake just to appease? That's not really appeasing to me. I think Cam right on this one. I think Cam is right on this one. Let's continue. Not Cam. I keep on saying Cam. Mase. I know they go together further than Wells Fargo. So Cam, Mase, Cam. My bad. This one is Mase. That's Mase.
If he came and told me that, I would tell him the same thing you do when you catch the ball, do with her. Run.
Did I have a girl like somebody? He's like, no.
Run that back, Mace.
You're gonna eventually hate at some point.
That's true.
So you got to know that. Like, say a dude, you're like, he's assertive, but then when you don't like it, you say he's controlling.
That's true. That's facts.
It's the same.
Yeah, I got to read this book. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. Read that book, because everything Mace is saying is right on point. But read that book, The Way of a Superior Man. Let's go.
It's the same thing. So if somebody tell you from the jump you're not their type, that's gonna show up later at some point. It have to, because it's there. Unless you're gonna be fake to be with her. If he came and told me that, I would tell him the same thing you do when you catch the ball, do with her. Run.
Did I have a girl like somebody? He's like, no.
Oh,
Exactly.
No, I didn't. I like
He's
you.
the wrong one to ask if a girl said, Killer, you're not my type, but now you're my type.
no, but vice versa too. Like, you're like, she okay. And they're like, nah. Like, you know,
No, we don't.
What you mean?
like you didn't really like her first, and then like after a time, you're like, okay, she fired.
That's happened before, but not long term.
Okay.
That's happened. I'm like, oh, you actually a cool chick, man. You cool. It's actually happened recently. I'm like, oh, you pretty cool, but I don't want a boner no more, because You're a headache. But you're actually cool outside of boning. You know what I'm saying? Outside of boning, you're cool. But I don't want to bone you no more. Larry, no, that's why he laughing. This recently happened, like a little while ago, like actually a couple weeks ago. Somebody, a friend of mine came to see me. I used to have sex with, and she's complicated when you have sex with her. And the whole time that she was in the town, I wouldn't have sex with her. And he's like, you know what? I'm like, nah, you're actually a pretty cool person, but when I bone you, you're not a cool person. So
that's exactly what I'm saying. So whatever he didn't like, it showed back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
that's well said.
Yeah, what?
So do you think the scenario was when she said that, I could see them being somewhere and then it's like, oh, he's not my type. And then somebody said, that's Travis Hunter. And she's like, who? Travis Hunter? Then all of a sudden she's like, oh.
Let me tell you something. That's a great question. Because let me tell you something.
She didn't know, and now she knows?
Yo, that's great. No, that's a great point.
You don't know, now you know.
Let me tell you something. So it's a big tournament it used to be, it's Dykeman. When growing up, it was a big tournament in Harlem called Rucker. And that's where like all the best players, not gonna say best, but like the big time players used to play in the summertime, and the drug dealers used to coach them and all that. And I was probably the youngest person to play at Rucker at one time. I was like 15 years old.
Game time. Wait.
I want to know what y'all think. Is he being played? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's being played. Put a 2 in the chat if you think this is something serious. Put a 3 in the chat if you like somebody one time at once, and then you realize, hey, this person may have something going for themselves. Let me find a way how to be involved with them. Do y'all think that that's authentic or not? I don't really look at it as being authentic. Very opportunistic, but not authentic.
The championship, etc. And it was like a big deal because nobody my age kind of played at Rucker at that time. And we won the championship and everything. And I fucked a couple old bitches that's like, that's shorty for Rucker right there that won the championship and all that. Like, I'll take the pussy off that. You know what I'm saying? So you're right, Larry, that sometimes somebody can nudge you and be like, oh, that's homeboy, or that's this, or that's that. Let me ask Mase this. Have you ever been with somebody after you were somebody that didn't want you when you were nobody? Me too. For payback for me. For me, it was payback. For me, it was definitely payback. Couple chicks in school, bitch say, oh, you used to say my jeans was dirty every day, right? I'm gold, bitch. Now I'm gonna bone you and don't care about you because this is just payback because you used to didn't think I was anybody. So that was a great question, Larry, because somebody might have put on the game like a few weeks ago. We seen Travis Hunter have one of his best games ever, and when he got off the field trying to give his girl a hug, and she was like, "Oh, come on! Like, what are you doing?" And it's like, yo, Travis Hunter has a YouTube channel with this girl. They live together, and it's really kind of sad, my personal opinion, because I don't know the interior relationship, but just from the outside looking in, you know how hard it is, and to find niggas who's that don't really, I can't say this for Travis, I'm just saying in general, to find somebody who doesn't lie or cheat and just goes to practice and wants to be a professional and is focused on you and bring you out publicly at 19, 20, 21 years old. I remember motherfucking CD Lamb was getting drafted. His girl grabbed his phone, nigga said, excuse me. It doesn't happen at all. Don't touch my phone.
It doesn't happen. But anyway, leave y'all thoughts down below. I really want to know what y'all think about this one. Travis, do you think that he's in the right doing the right thing, or y'all believe that he's dead wrong? Leave y'all thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. And remember, positivity over negativity always.